Text: London, 1952. A city teeming with life, a global capital at the heart of a vast empire. But beneath the veneer of post-war recovery, a silent killer was beginning to gather. Text: The winter of 1952 was particularly cold, driving Londoners to burn unprecedented amounts of coal for heating. This coal, often low-grade and sulfurous, released thick plumes of smoke and toxic gases into the atmosphere. Text: Combined with a weather inversion, a layer of warm air trapping cold air and pollutants near the ground, the stage was set for disaster. A deadly cocktail of smoke, fog, and industrial emissions began to descend. Text: On December 5th, the infamous Great Smog descended. What started as a thick fog quickly transformed into an impenetrable, acrid blanket that choked the city for 4 long days and nights. Text: Visibility dropped to mere yards. People couldn't see their own hands in front of their faces, let alone navigate the familiar streets. Public transport ground to a halt. Text: The air became thick with sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and particulate matter. Breathing was a painful, burning effort. The city's iconic red buses were forced to stop, their conductors walking ahead with torches to guide them. Text: Indoor spaces offered little respite. The smog seeped through windows and doors, coating surfaces with a greasy black film. Homes became suffocating and unpleasant. Text: Hospitals were overwhelmed. Respiratory illnesses spiked dramatically, and even healthy individuals found themselves struggling to breathe. The elderly and young were particularly vulnerable. Text: The economic impact was immediate. Businesses closed their doors, theaters canceled performances, and daily life ground to a standstill. The city's vibrant pulse faltered. Text: The sheer persistence of the smog was terrifying. It lingered for 4 days, an invisible, suffocating enemy that had brought one of the world's greatest cities to its knees. Text: As the smog finally began to lift on December 9th, the true scale of the devastation started to emerge. The death toll was staggering. Text: Initial estimates suggested around 4,000 premature deaths directly attributable to the smog. However, later research indicated the figure could be as high as 12,000. Text: Thousands more suffered long-term health effects, particularly respiratory problems, which continued to plague survivors for years to come. Text: The public outcry was immense. This wasn't just a natural fog, it was a man-made catastrophe, a stark warning about the unchecked consequences of industrial pollution. Text: The government, initially hesitant, could no longer ignore the evidence. The Great Smog forced a reckoning with the environmental cost of Britain's industrial past. Text: This tragedy spurred crucial legislative changes. The Clean Air Act of 1956 was a landmark piece of legislation aiming to control smoke emissions. Text: It introduced smokeless zones in cities, encouraging the use of cleaner fuels like gas and electricity for heating and cooking. This was a radical shift in urban living. Text: The act also led to the phasing out of coal fires in homes, a fundamental change for millions of British households that had relied on them for generations. Text: The Great Smog of London was a dark chapter, a testament to the dangers of environmental neglect, but it also marked a turning point. Text: It forced humanity to confront the impact of its actions on the environment, sparking a global movement towards environmental awareness and regulation. Text: The lessons learned from those 4 suffocating days in 1952 continue to resonate today, reminding us of the delicate balance between industrial progress and the health of our planet. Text: The smog eventually cleared, but its impact lingered, changing not just the air Londoners breathed, but also the way the world viewed industrialization and environmental responsibility. Text: The Great Smog serves as a potent reminder that progress must be mindful, and that the air we breathe is a shared, vital resource that demands our protection. Text: The Bronze Age collapse serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of complex civilizations. It highlights how interconnectedness, while a source of strength, can also create vulnerabilities to widespread disruption. Text: The causes were not a single event, but a confluence of environmental, social, and military pressures that proved too much for the existing systems to withstand. Text: What we learn from this lost age is the importance of resilience, adaptation, and understanding the complex systems that support our own societies. The echoes of this collapse still resonate today. Text: The Maya civilization, with its peaks of brilliance and its enigmatic decline, invites us to ponder the cyclical nature of history and the enduring power of human adaptation. Text: Their legacy is not just in the stones they left behind, but in the living cultures that continue their traditions, carrying forward a story that has spanned millennia.